Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. Today I join you in a space you haven't been in before. I'm actually currently sat in my mum's bedroom, but it's not till I sat here and found a good spot to film in I realised how cute it looks. Can you tell where I get my floral obsession from? Look how beautiful her duvet is. Anyway, today I wanted to do an old school type video where I sit down and chat with you guys because there's been a lot on my mind recently, and I started making these videos by just talking about my life and documenting what's going on so I can look back at it and laugh. And I originally found the concept really cool that I could talk to a camera and it didn't have to talk back and then just post it online. And then I started receiving comments from people, so technically my camera was talking back, so I was like, crap, I need to be more careful about what I say. But I feel like I don't really do these types of videos enough, and I apologise for that because in some ways that's kind of crappy of me, because that's the reason why people want me to make videos in the first place. And I have so many video ideas that are a little bit more creative than just me sat down and talking that I end up just making those instead. And I feel like I need to get a lot off my chest. I don't really open up to many people, and when I do it really does help, so maybe I should, but I am very careful about who I open up to because I like to know the reason why this person might want to know this stuff about me. I get very paranoid about the fact that they might be asking me questions about my life. I'm like, why do you want to know why I'm upset? What are you planning to do? Do you want my social security number? I've just had a lot on my mind. I've always been a worrier. Since I was a little kid, I worried about little kid things, like I would panic about where my parents were in the shopping centre. My mum hasn't come home and she said she'd be home an hour ago, and I would worry myself sick. I would cry. I would have this like horrible anxious feeling inside. I've just been a worrywart my whole entire life, and I don't think that's ever going to change. As I'm getting older, I'm still worrying, but I'm worrying about more things that are relevant at this point in time. Like when I was younger, I would worry about the fact that I might get picked on in class, but now I'm worrying about things which are probably more important, but I don't need to make myself sick over it. So as you guys know, it's almost coming up to summer, and that means people are breaking up from their education. It means they're finishing some of their education, some people, or it means some people are almost starting new education, because after summer, September comes around and God knows you got a lot to do. But for me, I will be graduating from university, and that might just sound like something like, yeah, well done, you're graduating like every other thousandth person in the world. And I used to see it like that, and I used to be really excited because it meant that I won't have to do the education stuff anymore, and it just meant that my priorities are going to change. I just felt excited about that, and I could do what I wanted to do and actually take part in the things which were only relevant to me instead of doing stuff that were relevant to getting a degree. My whole entire life has been education. Talking about it now is actually making me feel really funny. I've been trying to avoid talking about it to make me feel better, and now I'm doing this. It's kind of like, education has been my entire life since I was a little sprog, since I started school, of course, and I haven't come out of education since. Oh my god, words. Probably should go back because I can't speak. But I'm almost 21 years old. I'm almost 21 years old, and I'm coming out of education, and that's frightening to me right now at this point in time. Yeah, I used to be excited about the fact I'm coming out of education. At college, I was excited about the fact I was getting further away from not being in education anymore. But as I'm coming out of it, I'm kind of feeling like this whole time education has just been this huge security blanket for me. Education has been this mothering thing in my life that is just making sure I'm okay all the time. It's something that I've been concentrating on and working hard on, but at the same time, it's something which I don't really know where it's going to lead. I mean, technically at this point in time I'm at now is what I've always been aiming for. I've always just wanted to work hard until I can get myself some sort of media degree. So I can do what with? I have no idea. All I know is that I really enjoy all things media. That is where my point stops, and that is petrifying because I'm now at the point in time I have no idea where I'm going to go, what route I'm going to take, and it's scary. I've never been in this situation before, and it sounds silly to say because I'm 21 years old and I shouldn't be thinking about these things now. I should have thought them years ago when I was trying to take my route in college and uni. Really, I'm feeling it now because I can start on any path I want, but at the same time I'm so scared about doing the wrong thing. I always have been since I was little, because I really want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. But how do you know if you're doing the right thing if you don't know what you want to do? I'm so scared of starting on a career or just starting somewhere which is the wrong start, if that makes sense. If I could have it my way, like if I had a genie and I could rub it and make a wish, I would simply say, give me something that gives me financial security and a start on my career ladder. And then if I was given it, I would take it and I would run for the hills. But because I'm in a situation where I'm having to figure it out myself, I'm so scared because I don't know what it is. I'm lucky enough to live with my parents at the moment. I'm incredibly lucky to live with my parents, because if I didn't and I was coming out of uni, I would have to pay extortionate amount of rent, extortionate amount of bills. There'd be even more pressure of me because I would have to find a job which I probably hated to get some money, and then I would have to try and work on my actual career. So I am in a good position when my mum and dad are crazy supportive. They are so supportive. They will go with whatever dreams I want, and they will help me for as long as they can until I'm on the right track. But that's even more petrifying because I don't even know what track I'm gonna go on. So I have that, and I have my health, meaning I can do whatever I want. I'm so lucky to be the person I am today, who has the power to do what I want. I can do so many things. There are so many people who have a lower advantage than me, but I still have this niggling thing in my brain that's telling me I can't do the things which I dreamed of doing as a little girl. When I was really little, I saw myself as a movie director. I was like, I want to direct movies, I want to be on the set of horror films. Now I've kind of gone into the more of the like factual documentary type route because I don't really enjoy the production of film anymore, but that's something you learn as you grow up and you get into education and stuff. But I'm kind of sat here now like, shit, if you're in the same boat as me, you would know how hard it is to get into the media industry. It is like doing a Sudoku puzzle at the same time as doing a, what's those things called? I don't even know what those things are called. Those things that you kind of go, Rubik's Cube. But in reality, anything that I feel is fun and enjoyable and to do with media is great to me, and I'd love to go on that path. But whatever that path is, I have no idea, and it's petrifying. Saying that. I guess as soon as summer starts, I'm just gonna have to look my little ass off for different opportunities that I can find. There will be things that will come up, but I will always be paranoid if I'm doing the right thing. And I know some of you will say, I'm 30 or I'm 25 and I have no idea what I'm doing. I understand that. I need to keep telling myself that I'm not an old lady. Can you imagine me at 50? I would probably be having a breakdown. I will have the world's biggest midlife crisis, and I will have it all on video and you guys will all laugh at me. It's just tough. I don't really want to get into this rut of doing something which I hate because I'm just trying to save money. It's really f***ing scary. I hate it. Obviously when it comes to my YouTube stuff, it's really important to me because it's the biggest passion I've ever had, and I wouldn't want to let myself down by not continuing that because I'm struggling with finding something which will give me 101% support. I mean, YouTube's just like this hobby that I've had that's kind of turned into something which I can do as a part-time job, and that is so exciting to me, and that makes me nervous to say it for some reason because it's such a crazy type of thing to do. But I wouldn't want to let go of my dream of being a YouTuber down because it's a weird thing to do or because it's a crazy thing to put all your time into. They say follow your dreams, and I'm gonna follow them, but it's balancing out reality and dreams that is just really like, I feel like I'm clutching onto things like I don't want to let go of any of this. I just wasn't prepared for how scary this transformation is going to be. Maybe you were in this situation before, maybe you're in this situation now. Can we talk? Because I feel like I need to be on a level with someone where we can both understand each other, because I'm looking at people like my friends, my sisters, and they're going on their own little paths and they're doing their own things and everyone's working towards their end dream job. You kind of just sit there and you're watching everyone like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. These people seem to be doing all these things and I'm like, shit, what about me? What's my dream? There's nothing worse than knowing someone who has their dream job and they're on their way to it and they're just like, yep, I know what I'm doing, I'm going there. Shit, wait for me. Can you wait for me? I will be working really hard on my YouTube channel, whether that helps me with my career or not. I mean, some employers would look at this, what I do, and say, get out. Once again, I'm not stopping this for that reason, because this dream has been something so huge and I'm not willing to give that up for something which I might want for about a month and be disappointed for about a year. Does that make sense? So I will be working hard on my channel, and that also leads me to talking about not really knowing where I'm going with this whole YouTube thing. When people ask me what it is I do, I have I literally have no idea. I would love to go down some sort of pathway where I can specifically say, I am this. At the moment, I kind of just state that I'm a lifestyle, occasional fashion, advice, fun channel to help people deal with their daily grinds through just watching my videos. But I kind of want to take things more seriously without losing the authenticness of this channel. That's another thing I need to do, want to do, and aspire to do. Because technically what I'm doing is a lot to do with media. You can't be a YouTuber without knowing a lot about media. So I want to kind of put what I love into YouTube, so maybe I could put my two dreams into one. Yeah, that's that. One of the main reasons why I wanted to make this was so that I could look back at this video and remember how scared I was. I could laugh to myself and say, I didn't know I could achieve what I've achieved now, even if that's something really small. Maybe I'm working for some tiny little company, a tiny little production house of some sort. I don't know. But as long as I'm doing something which I feel like I'm not going to be letting my past self down, who had these big dreams about me doing stuff, then I will be fine. It's just I don't want to look back at this video when I feel like I'm not following my dreams properly and then say I turned out how I thought I was going to when I made this video. So Ellie, if you're watching in the future and you've done these cool things and you've achieved things and you've gone to a different route and you've grabbed opportunities that have come up, I'm praying that opportunities come up when I leave, because if they don't, I'm gonna cry in a hole and expect the best, like a prince to come and sweep me up. Then well done, Ellie. Thank you for doing that. If you haven't, I hate you so much. Probably a load of my friends and you watching experienced this when you left school, and I'm only experiencing it now because technically I'm leaving school of some sort. I just feel so behind. I feel like I'm behind everyone else who have these cool jobs or just stuff they want to do and they're already doing it, whereas I'm like, okay, now what? Thanks for listening to me ramble. I love you so much. Make sure you join me on my social media because I usually talk about this type of stuff there, especially my Twitter, and I've got Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to my channel if you want to be notified every time I make a new video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye. They wanted to send an Easter hamper. I'm so overwhelmed, incredibly today. I've never been getting a label that says Happy Easter. I thought it was a typo at first.